Hey Peck, I'm Peyton Coper.
And I'm Gabby Larson.
And you're watching another edition of KPTV Panther Television.
Today's top story, we go to reporter Katerina Rudolph as she visits the Hope Havens House to help bring awareness to the domestic violence as we enter the month of October.
911, what is your emergency?
The month of October recognizes awareness for victims of domestic violence. Though it is not something we may experience frequently in our daily lives, the recent murder of Gabby Petito has brought more attention to the ongoing issue among young people. School resource officer Rick Clausing says that the signs of an unsafe situation are easy to identify.
Heated debate to moving to violent situations where people could be physically abused.
Officer Clausing explains what types of relationship he notices domestic violence in most.
We have seen it at the high school level. We do typically see it more with established relationships, moms, dads.
High school guidance counselor Cheryl Gray says that the school often becomes aware of these situations when friends grow concerned.
A lot of times domestic violence situations actually are brought to our attention by friends of friends who might be in that situation.
Hope Haven is a local safe housing for victims of domestic violence. Assistant Director Sam Cardenas and Executive Director Jenna Newman work daily to offer a protected haven for victims of abuse.
Every year, Hope Haven of Cass County, we serve 330 victims of domestic and sexual violence. But for every one person we serve, we are turning away at least 2 to 3 individuals.
Triggers aren't always things we expect to cause people to get aggressive. It can be something as simple as your favorite team losing a game.
We'll actually get more calls if we end up losing a game versus when we win a game. So it's like that with football, baseball, any kind of like team sport that we have close to us, that actually does affect it more too.
The coping process is different for everyone. It is important that if you or someone you know is going through this, you find the most beneficial way for you to cope.
Therapeutic, artsy ways like through arts and crafts or music.
If you know someone being physically or emotionally abused and they come to you about it, know that they trust you and they are seeking help. Do not take this lightly.
Become a safe person for that individual. So many people, they have these incredible stories that they never share with anyone because they don't feel safe.
While the Gabby Petito case is still unfolding with a very sad outcome, if you are suffering from domestic violence, do not stay quiet. Please call the crisis hotline at 816-388-4663 or find a trusted adult that can help you find a supporter. Officer Clausing or our school counselor are located in the building and can assist in providing options to find a solution to your situation. This is Katerina Rudolph with KPTV Panther Television.
If you're a victim of domestic violence, be sure to reach out for help and visit thehotline.org to get help.
As Halloween approaches, local pumpkin patches are starting to open up. Reporter Hayden Van Sickle visits the Big Red Barn in search for that perfect pumpkin.
As we enter the fall season, the popular tradition of picking the perfect pumpkin enters everyone's mind. Red Barn Ranch owner Matt Moreland witnesses customers in the process of finding their perfect pumpkin every year.
I mean, well, we see it every day. Some people will stay out on the patch for an hour going over every pumpkin to try to find their imagination or their opinion of the perfect pumpkin.
Moreland's own perfect pumpkin isn't a small one you can carry around, but one that makes a statement with its size.
For me, the perfect pumpkin is about 35 pounds and a little bit taller than it is round.
Ranch customer Travis explains his different view of a perfect pumpkin.
A perfect pumpkin is like a long, tall one that's got the big green stem on it.
The ranch is a popular venue for families to spend time together. Children at the ranch also envision a perfect pumpkin.
A nice and round one.
After finding their perfect pumpkin, people often follow the tradition of carving into their pumpkin.
Oh, we're definitely carving. We carve every year. We get 3 or 4, carve them up.
Take the guts out of it and carve.
Moreland has a different sort of approach when he finds a perfect pumpkin at the ranch.
All of our perfect pumpkins we sell to folks like you all and families around the county. But if I had a perfect pumpkin and I was going to keep it myself, I'd put it on my front porch and then about 3-4 days before Halloween I'd carve it.
Every day, Moreland finds pumpkins that did not get picked to be someone's perfect pumpkin.
It turns out cows really like pumpkins. So we feed them to cows whenever they are not so good.
Red Barn Ranch is open from now until Halloween. Fridays 1 to 6, Saturdays 10 to 7, and Sundays 10 to 5. Come out and find your perfect pumpkin. This has been Hayden Van Sickle for KPTV Panther Television.
The Big Red Barn is currently open every day from 9 to 5, so make sure you check it out.
We're going to go to field reporter Devin Pinney to see what's happening around Ray Peck.
Thank you, Gabby. There's a lot going on at Ray Peck, so let's get into it. Young Life Club will meet this Thursday at 7:27 at 17001 Highway off 291. Follow Ray Peck Young Life on Instagram or see Miss Roberts in room 212 for details. If you're a student who wants to participate in any kind of winter sport such as boys basketball, or girls swim, make sure to get your physical done and on file before tryouts. This week's football game is being played at Columbia Hickman. This theme week will be gender reveal, so make sure you show out in pink and blue to support your Panthers. Back to you, Gabby.
Sounds fun. Hope to see everybody at the game on Friday.
RAPEC hosted its annual college fair to help juniors and seniors prepare for their next steps. Senior Dalton Smith visits with the college reps and gives us insight to what the colleges are all about.
The college fair was held September 22nd for juniors and seniors. More than 75 colleges attended the event with many union and other job careers. Many schools attended the event to give kids an idea if they want to attend college and what college they want to attend. When attending college, getting scholarships can help with student debt and loans. There are many colleges to look at and many options to choose from. Going to an in-state college is much cheaper and is closer. Out-of-state colleges can sometimes be double the amount. If college isn't a thing that would work out, there are many careers to choose from in the workforce that attend. This gives kids an idea if they don't attend college, these jobs can be a great career choice in future with no college debt. The college fair gives a better understanding to us young adults as we go into adulthood. It gives us an understanding of what to do in the future. This has been Dalton Smith with KPTV, Panther Television.
Thanks, Dalton. Seniors, make sure to sign up for college visits and talk to a counselor about any questions you may have.
Taylor Griffin is going to tell us what weather to expect for this upcoming week.
Thank you, Gabby. As we enter the month of October in the fall season, the temperatures are starting to drop and get a little cooler, entering the upper 50s all the way to the lower 80s. The mornings will be more cool than the evenings, so don't forget to put your defrost on before driving to school in the morning. Starting with Friday the 8th. The weather is looking pretty nice with high temperatures in the 80s and a low of 57 degrees. The RAPEC game in Columbia will be about the same temperatures, so you might want to bring a jacket to the game just to be sure if you're attending. Saturday is looking pretty cloudy with some sun peeking out, typically good temperatures to see, coming with a high of 88. Sunday has a 30% chance of rain. Moving on to the 7-day forecast for next week. The Raymore Peculiar area will stay pretty consistent with temperatures between 50 and 70-ish. There's a 40% chance of storms coming this Monday and Wednesday. With that being said, it's probably time to start pulling out your fall clothes and dressing a bit warmer. Thank you for tuning in with me for the upcoming weather. The forecast is looking great, Taylor.
Now we're going to hear from Lauren Downey for the latest sports news.
Thank you, Gabby. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming off a win versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Next Sunday night, they are hosting their next game against the Buffalo Bills, which is the return game of the last year's AFC Conference Championship. The Bills come into the game with a 3-1 record after beating the Houston Texans 40-0. The Missouri football team will host North Texas Saturday. The Tigers look to get back on track after suffering 3 losses in a row. KU and K-State are both idle this week. They'll look to get back on track the following week. RAPEC football team will travel to Columbia to take on the QPs of Columbia Hickman. The Panthers are coming off back-to-back wins and look to continue momentum as they move towards postseason play. Volleyball plays today versus Blue Springs South at the Blue Springs South High School. The record is 1-10, but they plan on beating the Jaguars after the loss they faced last week. After finishing 7th at the KC Classic, RAPEC's cross-country team is ready to get after it in Butler this week. The Panthers are led by runners Luke Volker and Ashlyn Smith. The varsity softball team is hosting their game against Liberty High School today with a record of 12-15. The softball team is rooting for another win against the Blue Jays. The RAPEC soccer team is coming off a win against St. Michael's. Their next game is Wednesday at Liberty North at 7. They're hoping to get revenge on the Eagles after losing in a tough overtime loss 2-1 earlier this year. Cheer has regionals next weekend at Avila University. Come and support on Saturday, October 16th at 5. Tickets are limited and gone once they're sold out. Back to you, Gabby.
Go support your RAPEC sports.
Alex Soto hits the hallways to see how well our students know famous rappers.
I'm Elijah Van Trump.
I'm Alex Soto, and this is another edition of Hallway Talk, Guess the Rapper. I'm here with Fabian Bilby, and today we'll be doing Guess the Rapper. And do you know who this is?
Yeah, it's Lil Baby.
Do you know any verses from him?
That's my dog. That's my dog. So, I'm here with
Lucy.
Randall. Okay, Randall, who's this rapper?
Lil Nas X.
Correct. Lucy, who is this rapper?
I don't know. God.
I don't know.
It's Trippy Red.
Oh, okay.
Trippy Red.
I'm here with
Olivia Haber. Peyton Reyes.
Gary Winthrop.
Juice. Juice. Today we're playing Guess the Rapper, and the first person is
That's 6'9".
Bruh. What? Girls.
Lil Pump.
It is Lil Pump. 1 point for the girls. 1 point. Remember that. This is.
Okay.
That's King Ade.
1 point for the boys. 1-1. This is.
Cardi B.
1 point for the girls. Boo. This is.
Travis Scott.
Good job. This is.
Lil Durk. That's right.
The girls won.
That's right.
Thank you guys for watching.
This has been another edition of KPTV
Panther Television.
This has been our show. Remember to check us out at raypec.now for more stories or catch us on Twitter at raypecnow.
I'm Peyton Kober.
I'm Gabby Larson.
This has been another edition of KPTV
Panther Television.